That is remarkably quick. I mean, this thing rips. This is a car I would love to take across the country, really just anywhere. Publix, Waffle House. It's so hot. Zara Fit was not the move. This is a Ferrari Roma, and it is the cheapest new Ferrari you could buy. Competing directly with Aston Martin, Ferrari knew the Roma had to be absolutely stunning. It had to be bite the back of your hand beautiful. They couldn't just come up with some god-awful, hideous creature that roams the center of the earth. It had to be jaw-dropping. And it is. It looks like these should be highly illegal. I absolutely love the way this car looks, especially how everything sort of smoothly transitions. There's no massive intakes or holes anywhere. It's just a subtle, classy design that I think we kind of missed from Ferrari. So let's go ahead and take it out for a drive. Man, it has a nice sound to it though. It's not what I was expecting. For how sort of laid back this car is supposed to sort of feel, it sounds like really aggressive. And those gear changes are immediate. So we're working with a 3.9 liter twin turbo V8 mounted at the front of the car. 612 brake horsepower. 0 to 60 happens in 3.3 seconds. Top speed is 199 miles an hour, so couldn't quite make the cut. But I mean, who cares, right? When you got a car that looks this good, honestly sounds this incredible, I wouldn't care. And like I said, this is the cheapest new Ferrari you could buy. So it starts at $247,000 with options about $300,000. And it rides really nice. Of course, this is sport mode, so it's just the default setting. It's very comfortable. Of course, I can drive in automatic and just cruise. You know what? Let's go in a race. I'm honestly surprised this has a race mode for being the type of car that it is. So let's try it out. Oh yeah, gear changes are immediately more impactful, a bit more dramatic. That is remarkably quick for what this car is sort of supposed to be. Those pops on the upshifts are super satisfying. I mean, it really moves. That was very surprising. Throttle response is immediate. There's zero turbo lag. How's this thing with an exhaust though? Oh my God, the gear changes are immediate. It's an 8-speed dual clutch transmission. Ferrari and Porsche are like neck and neck with just the best performing gearbox. So getting onto some more proper roads now. The steering is, of course, electric power steering. Does feel very darty in that typical Ferrari fashion. And this car is beautiful. It's kind of, again, unusual. Not that Ferraris haven't been beautiful in the past, like the 458, for example, is one of the best looking Ferraris I think ever made. But when you're in them, you would never really think to yourself, yeah, I'm in a beautiful car that other people can look at. I'm doing other people a favor by having them look at my Ferrari. With Aston Martin and cars like that, I feel like half the appeal of an Aston Martin are those sexy looks. The lines are beautiful. Always one of some of the best looking cars on the road. And so when you're in an Aston, you know that. And you know that when people are looking at you, they're looking at just how beautiful the car is. And the Roma has that now. It has that sense of, holy shit, that is beautiful. There's this sort of sense of classiness to an Aston that the Roma really brings. So we'll put it in comfort mode. Everything kind of simmers down a bit. Gear changes aren't as immediate. Let's test the bumps. Dude, that is nice. It's nicer than my Audi. I mean, dragging across concrete, fully nude, would be more comfortable than my Audi. Turn in is immediate. I mean, there's barely any input, and it just darts right in. It is, and this is in comfort mode. this car is kind of a breath of fresh air with the way some cars are going now, really mostly exotic. A lot of cars can be a little bit repetitive. I feel like the Roma is kind of nice. It kind of stands out a little bit. We weren't really expecting this from Ferrari, essentially, because they already had the Portofino. You know, it's a bit different than a Portofino. It doesn't feel quite as big as a Portofino. It's only a 2-seater. No, it's not. It's a 4-seater. We'll just scratch over that. Now, inside the Roma, it is honestly quite a departure from previous Ferraris, just in terms of like the actual layout. Really not used to seeing this vertical iPad type of screen on the center console. It's like spacious but tight at the same time. I don't know how to, it's hard to explain. It is a very driver focused cabin, and the passenger is sort of tucked away in the corner, but headroom's fantastic. I'm about 6'4" and I fit just fine. Only thing I'm not a huge fan of, and this is how it is with all the new Ferraris, there are no physical buttons essentially in the cabin. It's all like these sort of touch censored screens that I don't understand the point of. I also feel like if cars are already getting more and more soulless, kind of adds to this whole idea that cars have become sort of emotionless over the past decade. Revs to 7,500 RPM. I mean, this thing rips. No, I don't know what I was expecting. I guess kind of feels sportier than the Portofino. I have not driven the Portofino M, so let's test the bumps. Definitely a bit firmer. This is a car I would love to take, and I mean love to take, across the country on a road trip. Really just anywhere. Publix, Waffle House, right? I can go over some bumps without feeling like I'm dying, without feeling like I'm being brutally beaten. And you know, we're in 6th gear doing 34 miles an hour. Let me go ahead and put this back in the race. Manual, downshift many times. Oh, a little bit of wheel spin in the back. It has this deep tone to it. And yeah, I know Ferraris don't sound as good as they used to, of course, but it's still a very pleasant sound. It's still better than McLaren. Now, would you have this over an Aston Martin DB11 and DB12? I think I would. I love Aston. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel down below, and I will see you guys in the next one.